Hey, greetings everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. Hope everyone is doing well. I haven't posted a video since Monday, so I don't know if you missed me or not, but I'm happy to get back. Um, so last Friday, the Who's Next Lifehouse set came out, and I can't afford the big box, but I wanted to get the 2 CD set, and I went to my local record store. They never got it. And I've been kind of busy this week. I never really had a chance. And this morning I had some free time. I thought I'm going to drive into Belleville, Ontario and go pick it up. I go in there, two stores. They both still haven't received their inventory yet on the Who's Next thing. Isn't that weird? So I ordered it from Amazon, and it's showing up tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to hearing a sampling of the big box. I know Steve at All the World's a Stage is just friggin' loving it. So I'm excited to hear what I get on the 2 CD set. Us poor folk, we can't afford that. Speaking of Steve, Steve and I will be meeting up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in another 20 days. So pretty excited about that. Randall Nelson, Steve, and I going to the Bob Dylan Center. I did pick up a couple things when I was at the record store today, though. This was released today, album that came out 25 years ago. I'm a big fan of Tedeschi trucks, and Susan Tedeschi had a career before Derek, and she's a great blues singer, and she put out this album 25 years ago called "Just Won't Burn." Released an anniversary version of it. So I was pretty excited that they had this. Actually, they don't have the Who, but they have this. 25th Anniversary Deluxe, featuring unreleased tracks, alternate takes, and captivating live renditions by the Tedeschi Trucks Band. I just gave it a listen. It's freaking so good, man. It's just great blues. She really pours her heart and soul into her vocals, and she's a great singer. And I highly suggest you pick this up. Great version of John Prine's Angel from Montgomery on here. Tedeschi Trucks, there's at the end doing Looking for Answers, and the title track Just Won't Burn, live versions of those songs. And this is just a really good, solid blues album. Just Won't Burn. Highly recommend this 25th anniversary edition. I went to the thrift shop, found 2 jazz albums. This Miles Davis one on Blue Note. It's called Miles Davis Volume 1. I was just listening to it, and I'm quite enjoying it. It says, this is Miles Davis' first and third recording session for Blue Note are presented here in their entirety and in the order in which the tunes were recorded. All of the material contained herein was issued on either Miles Davis Volume 1 or Miles Davis Volume 2, with the exception of the alternate take of Chance It, which is issued here for the first time. For this compact disc, the original session reels were used for transfer to digital tape. And man, it's a pretty good album. It's pretty laid back. There's nothing too offensive in this for those of us with sensitive jazz ears, but pretty cool. I do not have much Dizzy Gillespie in my collection, but every time I read a biography, whether it's Coltrane or Miles Davis or anybody, Dizzy Gillespie's always in there. And I have a live album, Dizzy and Coltrane. I can't remember what it is now, but I picked this up with the great documentary series Jazz by Ken Burns. They released CDs focused on some of the artists, and this is the Dizzy Gillespie one, the definitive Dizzy Gillespie. I'm excited to hear this. So, and that's what I picked up today. Next, I thought I would do the Basement Hit Parade. These are the top 10 albums that I am listening to currently. And I'm going to rate them coming in number 10. This is like my Casey Kasem countdown. So coming in at number 10, Sonny Landreth, Blacktop Run. Now, Sonny Landreth, if you're not familiar with this, a great slide guitar player. I think he's from Louisiana originally, but he's got a real, I don't know, he's just got that dirty kind of sound. Uh, I'm familiar with Sonny originally from his work with John Hyatt, and actually got to see him with John last year in Florida. But Sonny Landreth played in our area a week or so ago, but it was sold out in a small venue in a small town called Uxbridge, Ontario. I couldn't believe it. By the time I found out about it, it was too late. But this is a great record. Blacktop Run, Sonny Landreth. That's coming at number 10. Number 9, if you're one of those people who can't stand Tom Waits' voice, but you, like people say with Tom Waits and Dale, no, we think they're fantastic songwriters, but we hate their vocals. So Tom Waits, the great John Hammond Jr., put out this album called Wicked Grin. It's only available on CD, but it is a whole album's worth of Tom Waits songs. Tom is actually involved in this project. There's Tom sitting with Mr. Hammond right there. Really good album. Really dirty, gritty, bluesy. Some of the tracks on here: 219, Heart Attack and Vine, Clap Hands, 16 Shells from a 30-06, Get Behind the Mules on here, Murder in the Red Barn, which is so cool. Produced by Tom Waits, actually, this album. But if you're interested in Tom Waits', even if you love Tom Waits, you'll love these performances. So if you want to have anything to do with Tom Waits, check that out. Wicked Grin. John Hammond. Been getting a lot of love in my house. Next, coming in at number 8, album I picked up in Orlando at the record show, the Guess Who, Share the Land. This might be the greatest Canadian record of all time. I mean, I just love this freaking record. And it's like a hits album, too. And I'm so happy I found this. Guess Who albums are hard to find in the wild up in Canada, believe it or not. But it's got Hang On to Your Life on here, and the song Share the Land, Bus Rider, Hand Me Down World. There's quite a few of the songs that were hits on the radio on this album. It's almost like the Guess Who's Cosmos Factory, you know, it's just like a hits album. And this is a great record. Really good. If you've never heard this, Share the Land, the Guess Who. Fantastic. Coming in at number 7, Frank Zappa, Sleep Dirt, another one I picked up in Florida. I'm just a big fan of this album. It was a trilogy of albums that were released separately. They were all involved in a project called Leather, which is actually spelt L-A-T-H-E-R, like lather, but it's pronounced leather. It had Sleep Dirt, orchestral favorites, and now I'm having trouble with the third title. There's another album that they were all released separately, meant to be released as a triple album. Sleep Dirt. Pretty cool stuff. Number 6 on my list, another one I picked up in Florida, but I've been really Paul Butterfield Blues Band. Their first album is so freaking good. Like, this is great. Born in Chicago's on here. It's just a great blues album. Born in Chicago, Shake Your Money Maker, Blues with a Feelin's a great song. Got My Mojo Working, the great Muddy Waters tune. Mystery Train's on here, the song that Paul Butterfield did on Last Waltz. Great record, Paul Butterfield Blues Band, their first album. Next, Beatles. What do you listen to when you listen to the Beatles? It's really weird, but I am just freaking out over Hard Day's Night now all the time. That's like every time I feel like listening to the Beatles, a Hard Day's Night, I'm grabbing it. I absolutely love this album. So I don't know what else to say. I mean, the title track is amazing. I Should Have Known Better, If I Fell, and I Love Her's on here. Can't Buy Me Love, Anytime at All, I'll Cry Instead, Things We Said Today. One of my favorite Beatle tracks, You Can't Do That, I'll Be Back. Great record. Man. Oh, I think I got, 4 left. Number 4. Sly and the Family Stone, There's a Riot Going On. This is a great record. So if anybody's familiar with their hit song Family Affair, it's on this album. It's a family affair. It's kind of a dirgy, real cool soul R&B thing. You know, it's got that groove to it. The whole album's got that same groove all the way through. It's just a great, great album. My favorite Sly album is Stand, but man, this is a close second. I forgot how good this album is. I gotta grab it on vinyl. Check it out. Sly and the Family Stone, There's a Riot Going On. Man, it's good. Next, mentioning Bob Dylan, going down the thing. I'm starting to listen to more Bob, getting myself in the groove here, getting myself in the mood for the Tulsa trip, and I've been devouring, bringing it all back home. Man, what a great record. This is when Bob went electric. Side one is all electric. It starts off with the first rap song ever made, as far as, and that's the argument I'm sticking with, Subterranean Homesick Blues. And side two is just beautiful acoustic songs. Mr. Tambourine Man, Gates of Eden, which was the B-side of Like a Rolling Stone. And It's All Right Ma, I'm Only Bleeding, It's All Over Now Baby Blue. What a great frickin' record that is. Man, the start of that perfect trilogy. Number two, from the day Larry lent me this record to today, which is probably a month or more, Alice Coltrane's Journey in Satchidananda featuring Pharoah Sanders. I freaking love this album. Definitely like top 3 jazz albums of all time for me. Just sings to me, this album. I absolutely love it. It has a big time East Indian influence. Maybe not for everyone's ears, but man, it's just incredible. Number one, my new man crush. I'm telling you, I just love this guy. What a musician. What Billy Strings. As anybody, please go on YouTube and watch Billy Strings play a frickin' guitar. Man, this guy is a frickin' monster. Billy Strings, this album called Home is fantastic. Call it a bluegrass album, but more progressive. Still has that, you know, he's still true to the roots, but man, it's, oh, what a fantastic record. I cannot stop playing this frickin' thing. Standout tracks, if anybody's interested. Watch It Fall is a beautiful song. Taking Water, the first song, is great. Running's great. The whole album's freaking great, man. This guy can play a guitar. Check him out. He's pulling in some big crowds. Billy Strings. So that's it for my top 10 hit parade and whatever I picked up. I'm going to be back with another video tomorrow. I got some ideas. I hope everyone has a great weekend. We will talk soon. Please thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't. And nice to be back. Take care, everyone.